Hey guys, this is Francesca from Consciousful. Thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel and clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Earth signs, soulmates, and how... Today I'm going to be doing a reading for Earth sign and their soulmate, and today first I'm going to be elaborating about how Earth sign soulmate is thinking and feeling about them, and then I'm going to go ahead and move on from there. Okay, so first, just hold up the lighting. Okay, so first I want to go ahead and elaborate how your soulmate is feeling very concerned that you guys won't be able to have a new beginning. They're really wanting to hold on to this connection. This is a connection that can be reinforcing a lot of their inner child wounds, or possibly is a connection that makes them very comfortable. At the moment, they're wanting to hold on to it because it's something that's familiar to them or something that is in their comfort zone. And they're very concerned to the point where they're probably not sleeping well, or they're probably going out, or just probably like having a lot of anxiety at night, or it's just to the point where they're kind of like losing their patience, and they really want to know like whether or not you guys are going to be able to have a new beginning and move away from like any sort of troubled waters. I am seeing that you guys are possibly not in communication at the moment, and this person is being, very anxious because of it. They are very concerned, and I'm seeing that there is a lot of regrets that they do have about the connection. There's some sort of remorse or some sort of overthinking that they're doing because they feel like this is the end, but they're really not wanting to accept that. They can be in denial, but they are daydreaming about a new beginning, and they're hoping that that's the case. However, they can't really like get their mind off the fact that this may be the end, and they're really thinking about the worst case scenario, but also obsessively thinking about having this new beginning with you, because there's so much uncertainty within them, but there's also a lot of obsession, or there's this sense of like not wanting to let go, and they may like go into like some sort of depression, or like they may even like begin to drink, or like they may become like super depressed to the point like it's so functional that you won't even notice it. But I am seeing that they are in a dark place right now, I'm not gonna lie, but it's honestly their fault right now, I'm not gonna lie, because they're supposed to be going with the flow and like allowing themselves to just like enter a state of like peace, even if they had to let go of you. But like it's like they're not wanting to let go, and like now they're projecting all their fears onto you and this connection, that it's making it worse for them, and it's like creating an inner turmoil nightmare, because they're choosing not to let go, because they're choosing not to go with the flow of life. So it's like they're desiring so hard to the point where it's like detrimenting themselves, because the reality they want is not happening right now. So it's like they are almost at a point of like disbelief. So they can become very delusional at this time, very delusional, very like I said, anxious, overthinking, and they're not in a good place. So Earth sign, if you're not talking to them, I definitely would extend, a text or just a call, like just to see how they are and talk to them, like be very compassionate. But they're very concerned, and they're in denial, and they're really hoping and wishing that you guys can like have a new beginning. But yeah. So Earth sign, the action you should take towards your soulmate. So you're gonna have to be very discerning during this time. It's going to be important for you to, use your wisdom, use your logic, be very practical towards your approach, but also like with your thinking, you want to make sure that you are being very realistic, because with this person, it's almost like they did love you, but I'm also seeing that there was more of like a physical attraction. So it's like they really lust for you. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that they don't care, but I'm seeing like this sort of like reaction that they have because they lost you. It's more of like their own like psyche projecting certain triggers onto their mind. Like it's their own psyche like being triggered due to your action of like walking away, or like, like putting up your distance and your wall, because they're not, like, they're holding on, but it's mainly because of like their own personal issues. It's not really because like they're holding on because like they love you so much. Like, yes, they do love you, and yes, they do have feelings. That's not a lie. Yes, it's true. However, like, they're mainly freaking out to the point that they're freaking out, and they're mainly not letting go because you leaving triggered them so much to the point where now it's like making them face themselves, and making them face their shadow selves, and making them face the subconscious mind, because I'm feeling like this person hasn't been able to like overcome like a certain way of like a certain way of dealing with people, or like a certain way of thinking. Like, I am sensing that like they're needing to like rewire their mind, or like something with their brain and how they speak, or like something like that. Like, it's needing to be changed. However, it hasn't. So you leaving, and you seeing like the red flags, and you seeing like the things that disturbed you about them, like the things you found out, it's like it really triggered them, so now they're needing to face themselves, but it's like they're not wanting to face themselves. So it's like that's why they're holding to this connection for dear life. So yeah. Anyway, so it's gonna be very important for you, Earth sign, for you to be very discernive. I'm sorry. Be very objective during this time as well, but definitely I'm not saying to give this person a chance, but definitely be friendly to them. Like, still communicate with them, because you not communicating with them can create a lot of havoc towards them. And I know that that's not your problem, but you want to make sure that like if you're gonna be like leaving someone, you do it in a very compassionate manner. So, it's gonna be very important that you also take your time looking through what is concerning you. So if there's a lot of like murkiness with this person, or you're just not sure if you can trust them, or if like how you really feel about them, it's just going to be really important for you to be realistic in your approach. But also, when it comes to your thinking, don't be like too judgmental, or like too like harsh, because you could like miss an opportunity that may serve you. So I'm not saying that this connection does serve you. I'm just saying that it's going to be important for you to like still extend yourself to them, because I am seeing that they are a soulmate who does serve some sort of purpose in your life. So whether it's minor, whether it's financial, or like it's just a person that you want to keep in touch with. Um, that's what I'm seeing. So if you're confused whether or not you should stay in touch with this person, the answer is to remain in touch, from what I'm picking up right now. However, there are a lot of things that you need to reconsider. So it's just important for you to just be very mindful when you are making your decisions, or thinking about what you're going to do next with this person. Because I'm just sensing there's a lot of confusion from you. So let's just go ahead and continue the reading to see exactly what the outcome is going to be, and the other messages. So yeah, I think that answers that. So this is the outcome between you guys for December, for Earth sign and their soulmate. So I always like to say that no matter what outcome I predict, it's going to be important for you to be mindful that everyone has their own timeline, and everyone's different. This is a general reading. I mean, most of the time it is pretty accurate. However, everyone has their own timeline. So I am seeing that this connection, there's going to be basically like a stall or an indecision, to the point where the person who is supposed to make the decision basically won't be making a decision. It just seems like they're just gonna be walking away, or like moving on to like another adventure, or like to someone else. And I am seeing that it's gonna cause a lot of pain to the other person, but like this kind of pain is like the kind of pain that this person really needs to transform, because as I was seeing earlier, your soulmate has not evolved in certain ways, especially in their mental plane. So I am seeing that the way that you are basically leaving them, right? Because I'm seeing the outcome is basically you leaving them. the way that you are going to be leaving them, or like not even like communicating with them, or staying at a crossroads, is basically gonna create like so much pain, so much grief, so much loss in this person's heart that it's literally gonna push them to a spiritual awakening, and it's gonna give them a new sense of like clarity, a new way of thinking. It's gonna send their way of thinking to a higher level of thinking, a higher level of consciousness. So in reality, you leaving them the way that you're gonna be leaving them is not bad, because it's gonna trigger them to spiritual awakening. So if anything, this is like the best outcome you guys can have, because therefore when they're completely new, when they have a new mind, when they're operating differently and they're thinking differently, I mean, you guys can possibly reconnect again and see what happens. But this person is needing to be pushed, and I'm seeing that's one of the reasons and purposes as to why you guys were together during this cycle, is because the way that they acted with you, or whatever happened between you guys, basically was meant to happen so you can set your boundaries, and then you can get triggered, so then you can walk away from them, and then you can trigger them into spiritual awakening. Because basically that's what it is. So if anything, I'm seeing that this connection served you a little bit, but I'm feeling like the main reason why you guys were together, it was mainly for them. You know what I mean? Because you gained, you gained a little bit from this connection. You gained some sort of like, emotional connection. There was some sort of security. There was some sort of stability with this person, whether it was routine or you guys talked about cool things. But you never felt emotionally secure with them. So you never like had a vision for the future, because even if you did, like, you were just so scared to really believe that that could happen, because in the beginning you had high expectations. But and you probably even asked them if they wanted a relationship or whatever, and then you started seeing the red flags after that. But anyways, you leaving this person the way you're gonna leave them is only gonna serve you guys good. It's gonna trigger them into spiritual awakening. And I am also seeing you're going to be very wise in the next relationship that you are in. I am seeing that you're going to be moving to a path, or like a new journey that is going to serve you so well. You're going to be basically in alignment with your true purpose moving forward. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull a romance angel card. So it literally is confirming it. It's saying to release your ex. It's saying the time has come to clear your energy. So yeah, move on with grace, move on with love in your heart, with happiness in your mind as well. And then again, it says to let go. So I don't mean to laugh, but this is not confirmation that you need to let go of your ex, and I don't know what is. So this is basically just a double confirmation for you guys to release your ex and let go. And yeah, definitely just move into a new cycle in your life with a lot of love. And yeah, that's all that I have for you guys. I hope you guys like the reading. I hope you guys like the clarity and the insight. If you like the video, please click on that like button, subscribe button, and stay tuned for future videos. If you guys want a personal reading, please go to consciousfultarot.com. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.